Hey guys, welcome back for Pokemon Conquest, and I have a real-life boomer with me. Would you like to tell us about how hard it is being a boomer?
Yeah, it sucks.
How does it suck?
Boomers, man.
But you are a boomer.
Am I?
You just said you were. I have clear evidence that you said
Am
you were
I?
a boomer.
Do you know?
Yeah. Video evidence. Or audio
You
evidence.
know, videos can be deceiving.
No, they can't. Not in my world.
Well,
I've made him
sounds like a
speechless.
you problem.
No, that sounds like a you problem. It's an us
So
problem.
say I really have not. I'm really not paying attention to what you're saying.
You're doing your other shit. Anyway, I need to go
I'm just
defeat.
trying.
Oh, you're doing what?
Um, I gotta deliver a note because apparently people in this game can't deliver their own notes.
They get a. They can't use the mail. There's no such thing as a mail in fucking Fallout. Except for I
I mean,
guess
yeah,
the
there
courier.
is. It's called the courier.
I guess there's no like actual like mail truck.
Well, they gotta make trucks.
Well, the only car I can think of in like Fallout is the Highway Star from Fallout 2. I can't think of any others. But you haven't played Fallout 2. You gotta do that one day.
No,
Fallout 2 is a fun game.
I really don't want to.
It's fun.
Nah.
Anyway, I need to go defeat all the Brotherhood of Steel, pretty much. Because they suck and they hate me. Valor, let's see. Most moves are pretty ineffective against the Steel-type Pokemon we'll find in Valora. Poison-type Pokemon in particular will find it really tough. But Fire-type, Fighting-type, and Ground-type Pokemon might do a little better. Okay. Let's see. Also I evolved Sneasel. That's good. Did it off screen though. Because that's all I ever do. The future is something we build with our own hands. I don't like hands. I cut mine off. They were annoying. The Kingdom of Valora. Lady Jasmine. At last I have been waiting most patiently for your arrival. Now allow me to introduce some of my warriors who serve me. I am Takakatsu. I am Ina. Lord Nobunaga and I are old acquaintances. The idea of betraying him is simply unthinkable. As a result, I am honor-bound to do battle to my full extent. So because he's my friend, I will now beat you up. What a good way of saying that. My neck! Don't work. Why does it sound like that? I don't know, it sounds weird. I just hate how fucking everything has to take forever to spawn. Tyler, tell me... Well, guess what I'm about to tell you.
The story.
Yes. You know me too well, old friend.
There's either that or a secret.
The secret or a story.
Well, I just never every day, senior year, if I slept over your house, it would just be in the middle of the night after talking to you, just going, "Tell me a story."
It's because we run out of things to talk about, so I just go, "Tell me a story."
Well, then we start talking about Turtle Boy.
No, the Turtle Boy was hilarious, even though I forget most of the story. Because it was...
We're talking about Man Sand.
Man Sand, he was fucking hilarious.
I just never. What is it? What is it? I made a Man Sand like poll in my group chat for the baritones,
Mm-hmm.
and what is it? They were like, what's it? they all voted on it, and I thought I put it in our chat, not
Not in their chat.
my chat. Yeah, so they all voted like yes for man sand. And they're like, Tyler, who's man sand? And I'm like, how the fuck did you find out about that? They're like, the poll you put in. I'm like, oh shit.
You put the wrong
Yeah, that was supposed to
poll.
go in the other chat. I'm like, whoops, my bad. And they're like, I like this man sand idea. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, they don't know about the
Little,
true man sand.
little bastards.
And then it turns out they were all just a bunch of fucking little dicks in the end.
Yeah, what's new?
Yeah.
You know, like that's what I always tell people.
You tell everybody what's new?
Hmm.
Alright, tell me what's new.
Oh. I'm playing Fallout.
That's not a new game. That's an old game. It's a good game, but it's an old game. Tell me what's new.
It's a fine new.
It's a fine new? Who's new? New? Is it the new
define,
from define new?
Okay.
Okay.
Define. Yeah.
Something that is within the last 2 days.
Poo days.
Not poo days. Please don't tell me about your poo days.
Yeah. Oh, you see, went to the bathroom yesterday.
Why are you telling me this?
You said you wanted to know about the poo days.
No.
I'm telling you about it.
That's like fucking John does that shit. He's like, oh, I took this really big shit one day, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking know.
Well, yeah, how do you think I feel whenever, I mean, well, you understand, every time we had a sleepover after eating Pizza Hut, it was just him running to the fucking bathroom. He takes a shit for an hour.
And it
He walks
smells
out,
horrible.
he's like, you don't want to go in there. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, fucking turn on the fan at least. Like, open the window, you fucking dick.
He's got like fucking gastro problems. I don't understand it.
Well, because every time he fucking ate, he would just be a little bitch about it. And in the morning, it was always just, oh, what does Trey have to eat?
He's like a fucking endless fucking
I don't know.
pit.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't think we should be eating, all Trey's food willy-nilly.
Fucking John, he just eats
So it was
anything.
like, what? Bagel, like 100 Pop-Tarts. Oh, it's just a lot of shit. Yeah, and then what is it? It was just always the endless shit or like ripping ass.
Well, every time he ripped ass, he would do it like
day.
right in front of us. So it was like, dude, we don't want to fucking deal with your smell right now.
Yeah, like, can you just fuck off for like a minute? And, like, he would like keep ripping ass. I'm like, can you stop? And then he would get the mace.
Well, the mace is the only thing that would fix our lives. Even though it
Yeah,
smelled pretty fucking
you
strong.
just hear, like, he would just rip ass. He'd just be like, mace. And he would just start spraying it on him.
And maybe it's like classical conditioning. At some point, I'll condition him to stop shitting himself.
Shit in his fucking pants.
Because it smelled like he fucking just like fucking destroyed his own fucking pants. It's like, adult men are not supposed to smell like that.
Adult men aren't supposed to shit their pants either, but I mean, there are conditions out there. So
Yeah, that's true. Fucking Chris Chan just shit himself all the time.
Well, Chris Chan is a different story, alright, completely. He's like his own topic.
He's like an alien.
Probably. He's probably a lizard.
He's a
Actually,
lizard
no,
man.
he's too good to be a lizard.
So what is he? He's a fucking like shit monster.
He's something. I was gonna say he's something else.
Well, after 5 days with Chris Chan, I had to become something else. And you wouldn't like what I had to become.
What is it? Yeah, I don't think I don't know how many times fucking John took fucking like the biggest shits. And it was for some reason I always remember it was always at Trey's house he did it.
Yeah, that's true.
Not really your mom's.
I don't remember him ever doing that at mom's. I don't understand.
Maybe just the Trey environment. Maybe it was like a perfect excuse just to dump ass.
That just makes no sense, though.
It really doesn't. I'm just trying to process it. Like what inspired that?
I don't know. Maybe it was all the noises that Sam and Fitz made. It got John shitting his pants.
Oh, even before Sam and Fitz, it still did the same thing.
John really needs to look into that. His shit problems.
Well, it's more like look into his diet. That's what causes it.
That's true.
It's whatever he's eating. So
well, he eats
pizza
fucking Taco
obviously
Bell
doesn't.
all the time. It's like, ugh.
I know. I mean, so do I, but like, my stomach's fucking controlled.
Yours just goes
Feel
straight
like
fucking through you.
I just fucking go through it, and it doesn't matter. Doesn't mean I don't have fucking problems sometimes digesting shit. Sometimes it will kill me. Depending on what I eat. Like In-N-Out used to give me food poisoning. Seems like it's been okay lately. I don't eat there very much though, because there was like a couple times where I got really bad food poisoning where my stomach hurt so fucking bad. And I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like I was just literally in my bathroom for like an hour straight, just holding my stomach, and like nothing was fucking coming out. Like I was like dying in my fucking bathroom. I'm like, what the fuck? Like why? I'm like, it wasn't that bad. I had one burger, and I don't know why I got poisoned. And then the second time it happened again. So I was thinking, okay, it must be something with these burgers that maybe my body is just having a bad reaction to.
Your body rejects.
Didn't eat it for like 6. Yeah, then like 6 months later, I tried again, and I'm like, okay, and it hasn't happened again. So, what is it? Usually, some burger places will make my stomach a little hazy. It just really depends what I was eating that day. Like, if I have a lot of water, I'm usually fine. If I just drink soda, I'm fucked.
Usually places like fucking,
clog me.
like, was it Macaroni Grill or fucking Chili's just makes my fucking stomach just die.
Oh, yeah.
It's like all that rich
Chili's,
food.
you gotta be careful what you order.
Yeah, if you get their enchiladas.
That's the thing I tell everybody. Yeah, you have to be so careful with Chili's, because Thad, he's gotten fucking raw food from them before, and he got so pissed about that.
Oh yeah, they do like
Oh,
raw
that's
food
fucking...
a bunch of the time. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's the chef's problems who are doing that, and they've gotten a lot of complaints lately about that.
We're just gonna like put all this raw meat onto your fucking stuff, and it's like, we're not gonna cook it. Fuck it.
It's like, why? Well, what, did you expect me to cook it for you, motherfucker? No.
We live in
Alright? You have to cook it.
How are they gonna cook it? That's the question.
Papa Murphy's, you had to bring it home and microwave it.
I mean, at least with Papa Murphy's, it's made like that, not Chili's.
It's like the biggest fuck you.
We're not gonna cook it for you. You cook it, bitch.
I just remember Zephron would always get so mad about Papa Murphy's.
Like how?
He's
like
just
what
like,
would he say?
I just remember when I started working there, he's like, man, he's like, it's just cardboard pizza, man. It's just Walmart pizza, and they charge you like $15 for it. Like, Zephron, they charge us like $7. He's like, I don't care. I'd rather just go get, fucking Jack's or like DiGiorno or whatever.
I mean, at least Jack's
He's
is
like,
fucking
it's not...
good.
Yeah, but he's like, it's not real pizza, and I'm like, maybe that's he uses that from, since you're an exquisite, pizza lover.
He's the one from New York.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know why he's like so anal about pizza. It's like, I know it's his like one thing, but he's just so anal about it.
Yeah, well, the problem was every time he would have a sleepover, like with me or John, at my house, I'd have to feed him either A, steak, or B, a pizza. And most of the time I just went down the pizza route because it was cheap.
Just buying
Because
steak.
I went out buying like this Tony's pizza, right? And I bought him like this little Tony's pizza. Yeah, and I go, here's the from, here's your Tony's pizza, right? And he's like, thanks. And then he's just slowly eating it on my couch. And I'm like, are you enjoying your Tony's from? And he's like, yeah, pizza. And he just kept fucking eating it while like, I think we were playing like Injustice or some bullshit.
When that was a big
And
thing.
fucking, yeah. And then when I was at this, we were sleeping in fucking my room. And then John just rips ass like as loud as he fucking can in my room.
He like does it on
from
purpose.
just like I know, like instead of like like most people, like if it's pretty bad, most people hold it and just
Go to the
silently
bathroom.
let it out.
But John, no, he just fucking lets it.
Just not to be rude. I have known people who are like, I don't want to be rude. Like, okay, at least you have manners.
Unlike John.
Where he just fucking walks up and just rips ass. Even in band he did that. That was the most disturbing thing.
Ugh. I wonder if people found that funny. I think that would be very disturbing.
Well, that was Battery, but then against Battery.
Battery was like... they literally had a combined IQ of 1.
Yeah.
Defeat, surely not.
Even though none of it made sense. Like, the Baritones, yeah, we were just fucking depressed fucks who just didn't give a shit about anything. That's kind of the way you do things. We all got along just fine. But fucking, what is it? The John's group, it just sounded like if the moment John left band, the moment they just cut communication. Or at least to a minimum.
Mm-hmm. And as
My peeps just stopped talking to me, but I didn't give a fuck.
I don't think I've even spoken to any of them in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Let's see, I gotta move these guys there. This entire episode is just gonna be labeled like the shit episode.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's see.
that's why, you go to Home Depot.
How is Home Depot gonna
Maybe a bunch
fix
of
your
random-
shit?
I mean, all it does is just tell me, I mean, I met a lot of new people
Yeah, that's true.
I like talking to there. So that's like one of the only, real positives about it that you can take away from it. Pretty easy place to work at. It's just annoying sometimes because the problem with me is being a lift operator. If I'm alone and business is running, I need a spotter to use my equipment, and sometimes I can't find anyone. I don't like using our departments because they don't know how to spot good.
Mm.
Usually they just grab the flags and blatantly stare at me, and I'm like, yeah, you're supposed to be watching the other aisle, dipshit. Like, I see you do this 100 times with the other people. You're just not doing it to me for some reason. You fucking asshole. That's why I just honk a billion fucking times on the horn. They're just like, me, 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 me. And they turn around, they're like, what? And I'm like, oh, sorry, I just want to fuck with you. Go back to do what I'm doing. I'm such an asshole with the fucking reach.
It's only been 19 minutes.
and
I guess I could do another one. Anyway, keep going.
I was saying, yeah, trying to think. When, I had a BOPUS, which is basically just our online orders where, let's say you just went in, Jason, online for Home Depot and you placed an order for like a fucking light bulb, it doesn't matter.
For one light bulb?
Yeah, like we get those, mind you, that's a real thing. People order one light bulb, and then guess what? They usually return it because it's the wrong size. But anyway, so let's say you order a light bulb online, right? And you're gonna do a free pickup through our store. Then that would become a BOPUS on my phone for 2 hours that I get a chance to pick it for you and get it ready. You see, most of them are really easy. Some are a fucking dick, and especially with pavers right now, they are evil. And if you're by yourself, you hate it even more. For example, I had to pick 40 wall block and 60 pieces of paver sand for Bopus today by myself, and I was angry about it. And then also I needed to go into the overhead to grab one little box of, I guess, wall tiles.
It's like people are building their houses now or something?
Well, a lot of people from, I think, like January all the way up to like April were remodeling their homes. Like everybody was doing this in our state. Like it was just we were making so much money through it. Right now, everyone's basically fixed their homes. So it's not really that big of a deal anymore. The only problem is that we started to realize how much our online services are overcharging people through big orders. For example, these people, they got charged an extra $2,000
for
on their online order for a delivery for 6 pallets of pavers. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. We had to fix that. We were fucking pissed about that.
Even the Home Depot itself was pissed.
We had to call management. Yeah, we had to call management. We had to call online services. We had to call the help center, like, to fucking fix it. So these people could basically get their $2,000 refund and still get their paver order, which we had at the store. So we were pretty fucking mad about it, and of course these customers don't quite understand that, you know, we are not the people who make the order. It is online who does it for us. It is a computer that does it.
The computer.
And that means whoever fucking put it in like that on the computer, they don't look at it, and they wait for us to deal with it.
Which is not a good idea.
Bastards.
The bastards.
No, because then I have customers who call me on the phone, and they ask me some people just ask me the stupidest fucking questions, where, especially it's gonna sound like a stereotype, but it's true. It is the older generation of people who are probably elderly,
the boomers,
and they have a very sluggish way of telling me what they want. So they're like, I have this plexiglass. I need to know which. I'm like, dude, I can't even understand what you're saying. Like, you need to, like, articulate your voice, because I can't hear what the fuck you're trying to tell me on the phone. These are not good phones. These are really shitty phones. we don't have the best sound quality. Alright, so that's why I tell people, slow the fuck down and tell me what you want. And this guy's just like, he didn't say what he wanted. I thought he said we were holding plexiglass for the desk, and I'm like, did you say we're holding plexiglass for the desk? He goes, no, I didn't say that. And I'm like, okay, so what's your question? Do you guys cut them for me, God? And I'm like, no, we do not. But thank you for actually telling me that this time. And he's just like, well, you're welcome. I'm like, yeah, all right. Well, is there anything else I can do for you? He's like, nope. I'm like, all right, bye. And just fucking hang up.
Are you going to do this? Nah.
Basically, that's how I am on the phone. I'm a fucking dickhead on the phone. Like, if I pick it up and you're pissing me off already, I'm not happy. I'm like, dude, I don't even work at the desk. And of course, fucking this chick at Carefree store calls me late at night, and I'm like, hello. She's like, oh, hi, my name's Melissa. Can you fix an order for me on ESVS for a delivery we sent to you? I'm like, okay, sure. And it was this order I already picked, mind you. And she goes, I'm like, what am I, fixing for it? She goes, well, I need you to fix the pallet spaces. Make it, instead of 1, make it 2. I'm like, well, why are you making it 2? I made it into 1. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. And I'm like, well, there's a reason why we're #1 in the district, motherfucker. It's because we know how to make shit work. It's not that hard. I added 10 bags to a pallet. Schneider's gonna be fine with that. If not, I'm gonna just put it on the truck anyway. Don't want to deal with them. No, Tyler. It is too tall to put on my truck. No, it's not. It is literally a foot higher than it was. It's not gonna fall over, motherfucker. It's fine. You just have to put a strap over it, and then basically just make sure that you did it correctly. That's it. Most whiny people, I swear. It's so angry. Well, that's why I'm glad I haven't been opening this week.
That's
So
nice.
I don't have to deal with them.
Is it all the old people in the morning?
It's whenever I open, you always have to do like flat truck or box truck deliveries in our department, where we have to basically load them pallets onto a flat truck. Most of the time, it can be very, very simple. It just depends on the. Here's the thing: doing the actual job isn't hard. It's really easy to load a truck after you get experience doing it. The problem is dealing with the drivers. Most of the drivers are cool, except Nova. He's a little shit because he's the most bitchy perfectionist I've ever seen for a driver. He's a person who's like, if it's not perfect, I'm gonna fucking bitch at you really bad. Which is what he always does to me. No, Tyler, it's too. You're not quite there. You want to move it 2 centimeters forward. I'm like, no, but it's on the truck. It's literally in the perfect spot. No, you have to push it further. If I push it further, it's gonna hit the pallet, which is what it's already doing, which means it's gonna push that pallet even further, making it to the point where it's unsafe.
No, Tyler, you must do it better.
No, Tyler, 2 inches, 2 inches. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I actually looked at him one day. I'm like, do you want to load your own truck? Like, if you're gonna be this annoying, you can load your own truck. I don't care. Like, I show you where all they are. You can pick them up with your own forklift. You're gonna be that annoying to me, and they get really angry when I say that.
Tyler,
Tyler, you're supposed to be the one to. You had to load my truck, and I'm like, well, if you're gonna be a little bitch about it, then I'm gonna make you load your own truck, all right? All the other drivers are like, yeah, just throw it on. I don't care where you put it. I'm like, all right, cool. And they're like, holy shit, you're fast. I'm like, yeah, because you're not breathing down my neck. Fucking dick. Usually for truck deliveries, it's always me, Andrew, or Casey that always do it. Because we're the only 3 people in the department that, besides Bryce, that are forklift certified, but Bryce never has to really deal with deliveries. Because he usually comes in before they, or after they usually hit. So.
Just the many woes of working at Home Depot.
Yes. What is it?
Back.
Yeah, fucking. God. Yeah, I'm surprised John didn't say anything yesterday when we were all on the call about my birthday.
No, he did. He did say something.
Nope. And the call?
He didn't say it to you. He said it to me.
Oh, that's why.
He asked, like, oh, what are we going to do for Tyler's birthday? And I'm like, don't ask me. Just ask Tyler. And he's like, okay. But apparently he hasn't asked you either, so.
That's why I'm confused. I'm like, Kenny keeps saying it. He's like, why does he ask Jason and go for all these extra holes when he can just directly ask the fucking person?
I don't
like,
know.
Hey, are you doing anything for your birthday? And I'm just gonna say no.
Nah. I don't know why he asks me. That's like, actually, I don't know anything.
I'm like, well, like, does he expect you to have, like, a secret key up your ass or something like that? You're like,
I got the special Tyler key.
If Jason tells me, that means Tyler will ask me. It's like, no, no, that's not what that means. That's not what that means at all. It's irrelevant.
He thinks that's what it means, but he's not that smart.
I guess, but the problem is why does he keep thinking? I think his thought process is, if you ask me to hang out, that gives him a free invitation to hang out with all of us. But the problem is that if he wants to hang out with me, he can text me to hang out. That's the issue. And he hasn't done that.
Which is just weird. It's like, Why hasn't he said anything if he wants to actually hang out with you? It's like, huh?
And that's why I'm just confused. I'm like, I don't care if they're gonna hang. I'm just confused is why he's being so progressive about it towards you, but it doesn't add up.
There's not enough evidence to say what it is. Whoa. We need to get all the facts.
But remember, I won't, Jason, I can't play Minecraft with you today, but if you and Tyler are hanging out, maybe I'll show up at your house.
Like, right when he saw that you were on there, he just jumps on. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, dude, I just got on because I wanted to see if it would work. Because I just fixed my PC.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a long time, but... And of course, my Java is, at the newest update.
And I'm glad we fixed it, because now Dragon Block will work on your computer.
I just downloaded Java. So, yeah, and then I'm like, well, whatever. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not, the end of the world.
I mean, now it'll work, so we're all good.
Okay. Yeah, but then we have...
You got work and shit, and you got all that other stuff.
Yeah, I got work every fucking day, so... And if I'm not doing work, it's either A, I'm relaxing, or B, if I'm doing other shit with other people. No matter what I do, I'm fucking busy, but... that's really it. I mean, that's the only nice thing about going to work sometimes, just fucking do something.
Give you something to do.
It's like, well, at least I'm showing up, I'm getting paid to do something, and usually I have a lot of friends that are there, so it's just a normal place for me just to show up and feel fine. Unless there's someone being a dickhead to me, then whatever. But oh goodness. Yeah, but Casey's trapped in the snow right now.
Oh, it's snowing up there? It's the end of April.
Yeah, it's snowed pretty bad where he is. He got I think probably a foot of snow.
Jeez, how the fuck does that work?
Or
global warming, more like global cooling.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we tell people. Remember, the Earth goes through
many cycles.
Then the Fire Age.
The Fire Age.
Ice Age. Fire Age. That's how we always put it. Fire Age really just meant the fucking planet just heats up.
The warming.
Quick. And by Fire Age we mean a lot of volcanoes that explode. And during that time period, a lot of people believe when that's happening, right, with the permafrost is all melting. A lot of people believe that Yellowstone is getting very close to erupting.
Yeah, that's getting close at some point.
Which fucking terrifies me.
Since we're that close to Yellowstone.
That's the one thing that fucking scares the shit out of me. The ash will probably reach all over Canada and Mexico.
What the fuck is the plan for when that's gonna happen?
Nothing, because no one wants to fucking talk about that, which is the one most concerning fucking thing on our planet is Yellowstone. It is literally the biggest fucking volcano we have. Besides the one in Hawaii or some bullshit, but I don't fucking know.
Hawaii's not that much of a problem compared to Yellowstone, which is pretty much just going to ruin the rest of the fucking U.S.
The U.S. is basically gonna be fucking toast.
Yep. Fucking.
And everyone's gonna be like, oh, Yellowstone's not that big of a deal. I'm like, yeah.
It's one of the biggest volcanoes.
Yeah, I'm fucking terrified of Yellowstone. All the fault lines that surround, the fucking Ring of Fire and all that shit. It's scary stuff.
Fucking Colorado is just gonna be wiped off the map.
Oh yeah, Colorado and fucking is that where Yellowstone is? Is it Colorado?
It's either Colorado or Utah, or it might be Montana. I might be completely fucking wrong. Let's see.
I think it's Montana. I think it's Montana.
Yeah, I think it's Montana because fucking.
I know it's a little. I was gonna say I know it's more up north than Utah. Or Colorado.
No, it's actually in Wyoming.
Oh really?
Let me see. I need to know. Yellowstone National Park. Let's see. Where does it say it is? It's actually in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. It crosses those 4 borders.
Oh wow.
So it's like in a bunch of places. So that's
I
even
guess-
closer.
Isn't that where like John wants to live?
John's not going to be able to live there anymore.
Well, if he was that, if he goes there and explodes, well, he was wiped off the map before it even fucking right when it exploded. Just bam.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Joel's shed is just going to be gone.
Yeah.
No more shed.
Well, watch it. I can just imagine when it goes off, Joel's just finally plugs in like his fucking PC in the shed. He's like, I did it. Look, John, I did it without credit. And it just fucking wipes him out.
That would be so fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, fucking Joel. You know, I don't want to switch my bank to Chase. Okay. So, where are you going, Joel? Well, I don't want to go to this other bank, like Wells Fargo. Okay, why don't you just go with like a credit union? They're the same thing. Usually credit unions are actually better because they're
Credit
more
sensor.
reliable and they're local. And of course, Joel, well, no, I would never go with a credit union. Are you only saying that because they have the name credit in it? Yes, that's a fucking retarded reason, Joel.
Well, whoever said that Joel was smart?
Well, then of course he fucking goes off. Well, no, you just don't understand, alright? You and your credit, you know, Joel. Okay, you know what credit got me? Let me think. Oh wait, it got me a loan to pay my car. You know, that's how most people buy cars in the the United States and many other places. They use a loan.
Well,
Because
loans
most
exist
people don't
everywhere.
have, 6 to fucking, how many fucking grand you're buying a car for. I'll just stick with 20. But, most people don't have that money in cash. So they get a loan so they can pay it off over time. Nah. I don't need a loan. Uh-huh, Joel. Okay. So you're gonna buy your house in cash? I will if I have to. Do you know how much a house costs, Joel?
A lot.
Yes. Okay, so you need probably about like $400,000.
So
Now I can
outright
get a
buy
cheap
it.
house, so what you're good. Yeah, and I'm like, Joel, you have to pay property taxes every year once you do that, right? And property taxes are a bitch. They are expensive. In California, they're a fucking nightmare, but here I still know they kind of suck. But I mean, yeah, if you pay off your house, good, good for you. But
That has to be over time. That's like paying off your mortgage.
exactly, and if you pay off the mortgage completely, good for you. But with Joel, I would never expect him paying off the mortgage.
If he doesn't have any credit, then he's not going to be able to.
No, they won't approve him.
And he has no credit
That's his
history,
issue.
so they would never even give him that
I
much of a
know.
loan.
They'd be like, so you've never taken a loan out? No. You never had a credit card? No.
Do you have an
had
intent
a line
to?
of credit? A line of credit? No. So do you use your debit card at all? No.
No, I take all the money out of the bank and use cash.
Actually, I use Visa prepaid gift cards.
Tell that to a fucking financial advisor, and they're just gonna fucking smash your
If you'll-
face in.
I think they're just gonna laugh their asses off and be like, "What the fuck are you doing with your money, man?" He's like, "I'm being smart. I counted all my pennies yesterday."
That was just the most fucking
It'd be like-
pathetic thing he ever told me. I'm gonna count my pennies today.
Yeah, I had to count my pennies today. What? Why don't you just bring it
Use a coin
to
star.
the bank? Like, yeah, just go to Coinstar. It taxes me. Oh, boo hoo! It
Then go to the
taxes you
fucking bank. They
11%.
don't tax you.
Yeah, and he's like,
well,
"What's
I
it
need to
gonna do,
have
man,
it
to
for
make sure I get." No, remember, it's his silver pennies. I'm like, Joel, I don't think they've ever made a silver penny. He's like, no, they have. They were rare.
Then why do you
what,
have them?
You have silver penny? Yeah, I'm like, so what? You have silver pennies? Yes, and they're worth just 20 cents more. I'm pretty sure the bank's just gonna make them a fucking penny, Joel.
Wait. I came
Oh no, we got
back
Cannon
to
in here
Joel
talking about it.
with silver coins, thinking they're worth. Okay,
Yeah,
silver
yeah.
is worth a lot. Silver coins is normally not actually all silver. It's like a nickel
Yeah,
tinted
it's a
shit. And they're
combination
really
of
worth
stuff.
not that much.
Like my fucking grandfather, he invested into actual silver coins, like the actual mineral silver, and they're worth a lot of money. I think he had like, yeah, he had like $120,000 worth of silver coins.
But he had that much, and Joel
You know.
definitely does not have that much.
Yeah, but here's the thing, these were actual silver coins. Joel just had pennies. So whenever he kept telling me, he's just like, I have like 100 and like, I think it was like $60 in like, coins in total. I'm like, okay, so you have this many coins, Joel. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go cash it. Okay.
Who the fuck's
So
gonna take that many
then,
pennies?
So I don't even know if he cashed it. I think he did, but I don't know if he did.
I'm guessing he just didn't.
Because I don't know how that day went with the bank. Because I'm pretty sure they're just gonna look and be like, you're bringing in $160 worth of coins. Well, yeah. And these ones, they're specially marked. They're all silver. They'd be like, sir, I hope you realize that
That's a penny.
that's just like any other ordinary penny, and they are always been worth 1 cent.
He would probably just get pissed
Well,
and then just not give them the pennies anymore because they made fun of his fucking pennies.
Yeah, he'd probably be like, well, they're racist. And I'm like, Joel, they're not racist. They just told you what they probably tell everybody who walked in with fucking $160 worth of pennies. They're pennies, Joel.
Sir,
They're
do you
not
have a
dollar
mental
bills.
problem?
Sir, are you, special needs? Joel will be like, oh, no. You'd be like, you know what, you remind me of Mr. Pondy.
Who is Mr. Pondy?
They'd be like, I don't even know who that is.
Well, I knew him.
Sir, do I need to call... Yeah, oh, okay. Well, sir, do we need to call, the police? Or,
They're racist.
The mental institute?
They're racist too.
The mental institute is... the mental institution is racist? I didn't know
Yes.
that. What makes them racist, Joel?
They don't like me.
That doesn't make them racist, Joel. That has...
Sure.
Well, where's the racism in that? That doesn't make any sense. You got nothing to say? Okay.
I got
Cool,
nothing
so
to
we're done here.
say. The cutoff just added
I
to
guess
the
so.
nothing to
You
say.
got nothing to say.
Joel has Joel is a very special boy.
He's got mild autism.
Yeah,
Actually, no, he's probably got aggravated autism.
well, yeah, when he gets angry or when he starts screaming like a fucking banshee.
He's just... I'm like, shut the fuck up. Giving me a headache.
You're giving me a headache. Oh yeah, I told Cannon
I
this
just
story earlier, but it's about Joel. So me and John were playing Minecraft, and then like right when we were about to stop, fucking he jumps in and he tells us a story about what he did today. So like he said that he took the day off to do schoolwork, but then he had to go into the bank to do something, and then he ran into his boss. So then he runs home and jumps right into Discord, and he tells us a story, and we're like, why the fuck aren't you just doing your schoolwork, which you took the day off for? And he's like, well, I was going to. And we're like, why the fuck did you get into Discord, dipshit? And it's like, his day just sounded like the stupidest thing ever.
That's like me saying, man, I woke up today to, do my homework of prepping for like an exam, right? And I have done that before where I take the whole day just to study the exam because it's that fucking difficult. It's all memorization. And usually I go on Do Not Disturb, or I just go on Invisible and just don't want people to know what I'm doing,
Mhm.
just so I don't get bothered. With Joel, this would be my boots. I join the call and go, oh hey guys, what are we doing today? And you guys be like, oh, I don't know, we're gonna probably like play some Minecraft. I'd hop on the game, wouldn't say anything, and be like, you know, I was gonna do my homework. And you guys would be like, okay, why aren't you doing them? Well, you guys said you were gonna play Minecraft, so you know I have to play Minecraft. You're like, no, that's not how it works. It's your own responsibility to do whatever you have to do. All right.
It's not our
But Joel
responsibility to
doesn't
stop.
understand that because you never. He wants me to write his papers and his lyrics.
Also, John also told me about how he's still planning on getting a drum set or something.
Yeah, he said that to me. He's like, Joel wants to get your drum set. I'm like, okay, he can go buy his own drum set. You
He
know?
can buy it for no reason because you still don't know how to play drum set.
That's whenever I told him I had a drum pad.
Yeah, and apparently that made him think you were a
Exactly.
drummer.
Yeah, he's just like, well, you have a drum pad, right? And I'm like, yeah, I have a drum pad. I'm just playing on my practice pad. And he tells John that. John's like, he doesn't own a fucking drum pad, dumbass. He owns a practice pad. And Joe's like, well, what's that? And he's like, it's just a little fucking pad that you just diddle on. That's it.
It's not something like serious.
Yeah, he's just like, oh.
Serious to Joel.
Well, you see, he thought it was an actual electronic drum kit.
Yeah, and like
He's
Those are just okay.
okay.
They're
If someone told me
nothing
they
special.
had drums, I think of a whole drum set or
Mhm.
like a little thing of like just a drum.
like
Or
a
two.
snare drum.
Yeah. If
See,
someone told me
Joel-
they fucking had a drum pad, I would think of a fucking pad.
You see, Joel thought I had a real drum set.
And
You
that
know,
you
he's
knew how to
been to my house multiple times and never once saw a drum pad or set.
Mm.
Well, Tyler, you know, we have to, you know, make our band, Electric Embers. You know, Joel, you haven't even once released a song to like Spotify or like YouTube or, you know, put it somewhere. No, you haven't released anything. And it's been over a year.
No, remember he did make a song once for his fake e-girl.
For his what?
Remember the fucking Anna
His
or whatever?
obsession.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. I remember he made a song
Yeah.
for his e-girl.
Oh yeah, where he wanted me to write the fucking lyrics for it.
Please write a love song for me to give
Just,
to another
Tyler,
person.
Can you write these lyrics for me? I'm like, no.
No.
I like what Preston said to me. Preston's like, he wants you to write his own lyrics. He's like, fuck him, steal his song and claim it as your own.
That's a good idea.
Honestly.
I mean, it's your
He's like,
song.
"What? You're the one who wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, you'd
He's
own
like,
the
so it's
lyrics.
your song technically. He's like, you can just copyright it and fucking say it was your song to begin with. And I'm like, you know what? You're not wrong, Preston. Maybe I should just do that. I should just write my own lyrics and just claim Joel's work and make it my own.
Well, the problem is that you'd have to deal with his beats, and those already suck. So it's like, why would you want to
I would
copyright a
just,
song
I
that would
would just
suck from the
revise
start?
them. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I would
just make your
revise
own
his
song
beats
in
and
the
make them
end.
different. And it would just be my own song. I just stole one of his rhythms and made it my own.
You wouldn't steal it. You'd honestly remake it because I know you and I know you'd want it to be good.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also, if he didn't
problem.
copyright
I'd
it
make it
first, it
fun.
wouldn't be stealing.
Yeah, that's true. He's the one who steals it from him, and John are both guilty of that.
That's true.
They look online, and you see the way I make beats is I just start fucking with the keyboard,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's
until
fun
I
as
find
shit to do
something.
that. I normally
Yeah.
do it in the key.
I just make fun of something, or I just start, you know, messing with shit, and then I make a beat out of it, and I go,
Bash the
sounds
keyboard.
good, and I revise it like another 10 or 15 times. So I find something that's kind of unique, even though I bet someone out there has made the same beat that I just made. I'm not doubting that at all, but it's just me making shit up on the spot.
Well, if you ever listen to songs, some songs do have similar beats too. Like,
Mhm.
ironically.
Yeah.
On top of that, it's fuck, what is it? Like, there's thousands of fucking people, and if you believe in the human collective conscience, then yes, someone's thought of it as well.
The
Yep.
collective consciousness. Young. Anyway, I think I've been recording for so long because there's 50 minutes. So, do you have any wrap-up things you
Oh,
want
you're
to?
recording?
Yeah, I recorded all of our conversation, so it was funny.
I fucking just walked up into this, didn't I?
Yeah, you'll be able to see what the rev up was for our whole conversation. You got any closing thoughts, Tyler, from all you've talked about this time?
Wait, what?
Do you have any closing thoughts for all of this time?
Closing statements, Mr. President. Quickly,
Yeah.
we need them.
Yes. Closing statements. Well, let's see here. Now that my PC has been built, the actual Red Melon YouTube channel will be revived. I'm just waiting for the security breach to come out. No, I mean, I'm probably
Yeah.
just gonna start recording other games and just start uploading it on that first.
Mm-hmm.
But
And then,
that's my closing statement.
Cannon, we need you to say your iconic line.
I have an iconic line.
Remember, Joel's gay.
Oh, yeah, he is fucking gay.